Magaly Chocano has no fear of committing to new ideas. The Madrid, Spain native relocated to San Antonio in 2004 for a position at Bromley Communications, and because she was not content with playing it safe, she left her job in 2008 to start Sweb Development, her own full-service digital agency. As she admits to herself, her timing couldn't have been worse. Magaly was determined to get her business off the ground despite the collapse of the U.S. economy. When she first saw Twitter, she began to see the future of communication. She felt that the mobile apps her company was developing were just the tip of the iceberg. She could see that mobile devices and applications would be an important part of how people communicated, and refused to let those who thought that smartphones would never catch on sway her. A year later, Magaly had an idea for a do-it-yourself application building tool that customers could use to create their own apps, turning Sweb Apps into the first online platform where users could craft their own apps. This time, her timing couldn't have been better, as smartphones and tablets took off in previously unimaginable ways in 2010. Sweb has developed hundreds of apps for businesses, universities, Fortune 500 companies, and even Al Jazeera's children's channel. In 2013, Magaly was honored nationally by Cosmopolitan for Latinas as being a fun, fearless Latina. She is truly an innovator and an inspiration to women and Latinas everywhere.
I think overcoming obstacles is something that we all do, right, in our lives. I moved here from Madrid at the age of 21 to finish college. Although I spoke English because I'd been to the American School of Madrid my whole life, the nuances of the language were something that even still today are actually quite funny. My interest in technology really started because of my fear of missing out, actually. And I went to a 3-day startup and realized that everybody knew about websites and wikis and Facebook and Twitter and the iPhone, and I was like, this is it. Like, I need to figure this out or else I'm gonna be behind the times. And so where I worked at the time really didn't offer the opportunity to do it, and nobody was gonna hire me to do it either because I didn't know anything about it. So that's why I really quit my job and started Sweb Development as a web development company to start. The best piece of advice I would give anybody starting would be, number one, don't look to your sides. Everybody has something to say, but the reality is that your gut is what's going to take you furthest. So I feel humbled that I'm actually being recognized with this Promise Award. You know, I do what I do, and I'm always actually telling my team that I don't do enough to really help and get out and do the things that I really want to do to mentor young women or young men, right? So anybody that wants to get into entrepreneurship, because I, alongside a lot of other business people, have done it by bootstrapping. And that's something I think that's incredibly commendable, because doing it on your own is very different than getting funded by somebody. And that's something that should be heard and said and talked about. And I think that this award really recognizes that for me and for everybody else that's like me in my position. So thank you.